just leave it here.
Okay, so the speed is 4 times the real speed, and I unhooked from the trailer, and now I am taking off the chains. I'm that handsome guy in the middle, and the guy in the white hat was just there to help me in case I need some help. And that guy on the very right, that's the boss who later signed my paperwork. And I was told by the shipper and my broker that the weight was 84,000 pounds. So I put plenty of chains. Basically, whenever I had a chance, I put a chain in there. Like whenever there was a good spot. So it's a tricky load. And because I had to remove my fenders from the pusher axle, I had nowhere to, like, I put one fender on the gooseneck of my trailer because they're pretty big, right? But they're light, they're plastic. But the other one I put inside the cab. That cab looks small, but actually it's pretty big. And so I did all the chains. No, there's still one in the back, in the very back, in front of the, yeah, this one. Like I said, it's a heavy machine, even though it turned out to weigh 80,000, not 84, but still, you know, that's a lot of weight, so you gotta be careful. So I climbed in there and I got my fender out and I passed it down to the boss. On the ground, and then we just put it out of the way and everything was good. So I was able to start the machine and lift the cutter, and after that I hit a snag. Like the machine would not roll forward, you know, and I never drove it, right? I only used the machine to lift and drop the cutter, and then, you know, I started looking around. I'm sitting there, the machine is running, but the tracks refuse to roll. And I'm sitting there and these guys are waiting for me, and then eventually the boss decided to come over, give me a hand. And this thing, the way it works, it has 2 small joysticks. Each joystick operates one track, and of course the cutter is at the rear, right? So you have to look at the pictures where it says forward backwards. You have to remember to go backwards, because to roll off this thing off the trailer I have to follow the reverse illustration, right? To go reverse, because the last thing I want to do is to go towards my trailer and hit the tires. And all switches were working. You'll see now I was able to tilt the machine because it has the manual like override switch where you can tilt it left and right. You'll see this in a second. Like, it's a really scary maneuver. And what we figured out then, there was one switch which said drive rate or something, or drive speed, you know. And as soon as I pushed on that one was like in the position closer to me, kind of like at 0. And then when I was holding the track drive joysticks in the engaged position, as soon as I moved the drive speed joystick, the machine beeped and it started moving. Basically, it wasn't that difficult. I pushed both track drive joysticks in the engaged position, and you have to lift the top, like the top goes up and down. You have to unhook the top, lift it to engage it, and then you control the speed with you know, the joystick on your right panel. And it was going straight. I just had to correct it a couple of times, again remembering that I'm going backwards because the plow is in the back, right? I did a few loads out of there, out of Victoria.
What do you usually call a broker or something that takes care of that? Or?
No, I have my own. I use a load board. That we can just use maybe that board over there. Take a picture of the monster. And now let me show you. We do because the guy who signed for my paperwork, he wanted me to drive around. Now check out this cool truck. I'm pretty sure it's a former army truck. Check out this white truck. I love this. Super singles, like probably 6x6. Massive springs on the front. And we have a Cat 320 baby excavator. And we're in the middle of nowhere. Basically from here it's only about 30 miles to Mexican border. And of course this is a wind farm, and what they're going to be using this machine for is to put cable in the ground. And I asked him, how does it work, how does the deal with farmers work, and he said he does not know. But it's definitely, it's not a purchase, it's a lease, he says, for so many years. And I asked him, where do you guys live? Like, is it like a camp? You come here for 2 weeks or something? He says, no. These modular homes, they're just offices. So these guys, they live in nearby towns and villages, and the boss said he rented a house somewhere nearby, but no, they don't live here. So these are just all offices. I'm gonna park next to this 7-axle because I need to install my mud flaps back on the pusher, because I removed them since this road, this 1420 farm road up ahead, it has a restricted weight, and Texas DOT wanted me to have more weight on the steer than on the drives, and I wasn't able to get that much on the front without disconnecting the fenders. And actually they were pretty easy to disconnect, but we're gonna pause the video here, and then after I'm done with the fenders I just need to get to back to civilization, which is US 77 I-69. I think I saw a truck stop over there, and today's Saturday, so I'm gonna spend the night over there, and then Sunday start moving back towards the area where I'll have a higher chance of getting a load, maybe Victoria, because from Victoria, Texas, first of all, there's a Caterpillar plant in there, maybe somebody will have a load, but also from Victoria, it's like in the middle between San Antonio, Houston, and Laredo, right? So I can quickly get to either one. I just hope I'll find a load. So that's it. That's what we have to do. Heavy haul tracking. Like you see, again, I never operated this machine, but the guy didn't have the operator here, and he says, do I have to bring one to unload you? I said, no, I can do it myself, and I was right. Thanks for watching.